The sea welcomes Telemachus with a calm that feels almost unreal, as if for once Poseidon has looked away. The ship moves through the night, driven by oars and wind, and Ithaca grows smaller behind him until it becomes only a dark shadow on the horizon. Telemachus remains silent, because on this voyage he is not only searching for his father, he is searching for himself, and every stroke of the oar carries him farther from the boy he used to be. When the ship finally reaches Pylos, the scene before his eyes is solemn. On the shore, the men of the land are holding a great sacrifice to Poseidon. In that world, the sea is not only a passage, it is a god who must be appeased. There are bulls, chants, smoke rising into the sky, and an entire community gathered as if it were asking protection for the future. That king is Nestor. Nestor is old, but not fragile. He is one of the most experienced men of the Trojan War, one of those who have seen everything and survived not through strength, but through wisdom. Telemachus looks at him and feels something strange. Nestor belongs to Odysseus' generation, and seeing him there, alive and respected, makes his father's absence feel even heavier. Telemachus steps down from the ship and approaches, but he is not alone. Beside him is Mentor, or so it seems, because Telemachus believes he has with him a trusted man of Odysseus' household, but in truth it is still Athena, guiding and protecting him in the most delicate moment of all, the moment when he must speak before a king and ask for news that could break him. Nestor welcomes Telemachus with the sacred law of hospitality. He offers him food, he offers him wine, and he invites him to speak. Telemachus hesitates. It is not easy for a young man to address someone so respected, and it is not easy to ask about Odysseus without fearing the answer. But Athena, under Mentor's Fae, pushes him to find his voice, and Telemachus speaks. He says who he is, he says where he comes from, he says he is Odysseus' son, and that he has come to seek news of his father. And the moment he speaks that name, everything seems to pause, because Odysseus is not only a man, he is a memory of the war, a symbol of cunning and endurance. Nestor listens and is moved, not because he is weak, but because he understands what it means to grow up without a father, and because he knows that the young man before him is searching for a truth that may hurt. But Nestor does not lie. In that world, truth is a duty, and the truth Nestor can give is not the one Telemachus hopes. For Nestor says he does not know where Odysseus is. He says that after the fall of Troy, the Greeks did not return together. There were divisions, quarrels, resentments. Some sailed away at once, others stayed behind. Some chose one route, others chose another, and in that chaos, many destinies were separated forever. Nestor tells how Agamemnon returned home and met his death, and how the homecoming of heroes was often crueler than the war itself. And as Nestor speaks, Telemachus understands something essential. The end of Troy was not a liberation. It was the beginning of another tragedy. But Nestor does not leave him without hope. He tells him that if he truly wants news of Odysseus, he must go to Sparta, to Menelaus. Menelaus has returned, and during his long wanderings he has seen many lands and heard many stories. If anyone might know something, it is him. And then something decisive happens. Athena moves away and vanishes, in a supernatural way, as only a god can. Nestor sees it, and he understands. He understands that this young man has not been guided by chance, and that the gods are watching Telemachus. Telemachus remains silent, but something changes inside him, because if the gods are walking beside him, then his search is not in vain. And it means that somewhere in the world, Odysseus is not only a memory, he is still a living story. And the next stops, Parthenay, bring Telemachus closer to the truth.